I have never actually flown a plane. Okay. I have never actually flown a plane. I still consider myself as adept or possibly more knowledgeable than the average pilot. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Simone Nicole here. Back at it again with yet another video. And today's video is gonna be a good old Reddit reactions video. I was so happy that you guys actually received this relatively well. There was a lot of engagement, a lot of talking in the comment section, and I love that for us. So we're gonna do it again, and we're gonna do a little bit of Am I the Asshole? Today I up. I think I got a little bit of relationship advice in there. I'm just really excited to kiki with the girls, the gays, and the dates. I'm really excited for us to have a good old time because it's Friday night. Me and my girls are about to go out because it's still my birthday, no matter what date it is. So I just wanted to start this night off right by spending my time with you guys. So if you would like to get into other people's tea and other people's drama, then please keep on watching. Let's start off because I have one that I want to end, that I know I want to end with because I cackled when I heard it. So stay tuned for my personal favorite to the end of the video. So this first one is a doozy. This one is from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for not returning $1,000 gift given to me by my coworker for my baby? Me, 34 female, piecing old memories together with new info I just got. December 2019. I tell my boss I'll be quitting at the end of January 2020 to be self-employed. But boss asked me to stay on payroll so that he can contract out work to me easily. On my last day, coworkers leave me a goodbye card with $1,000 cash in it. March 2020, I move a few hours away. That's nice. Last week, March 2023, I see a former coworker who pats my stomach and asks if this is my second. I internally die because, oh, she thinks I'm preggo. I know I'm 20 pounds over where I'd like to be. That's not a lot. And a lot of it is in my gut, coupled with a super curvy lower spine that made my belly stick out even before I got fat. I tell coworker, I don't have any kids. Haha, I'm just fat. She looks awkward. I feel awkward. 0 out of 10 experience. Would not repeat. This morning, I get a call from HR, passing on a message from a different coworker asking me for the going away cash to be refunded as it was meant to be a maternity gift for my baby. And that me being fat and wearing shirts, you have got to be motherfucking, the audacity, people are so weird. And wearing shirts that emphasize my belly was deceptive, and that I tricked that coworker into thinking that I was pregnant. HR says she overheard the conversation about me leaving, but continuing to do some work in the oncoming months and took that as my maternity leave. She took donations from the staff under that pretense, and now my fatness and lack of babiness is the hot office gossip. I feel super great about that too. HR says that they can't force me to do anything, but it would be nice to return it. F HR, f your coworkers, f everybody. And why is HR saying that you need to return the money that they gave to you after making, I mean, like jumping. Jumping isn't even the word to conclusions, like leaping to conclusions. They want you to give the money back, but then they're gonna let office coworkers talk about you and your weight and the fact that you weren't pregnant and that you were just fat. Is that not against HR code? I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't work in HR. But to me, that seems like an HR violation as well. Girl, huh? Here's the thing. I no longer have the card, but I am sure it did not say anything about there's a little kid inside of you. It had 2 pandas on the front that, oh, now as I'm typing, I do remember there was a big one hugging a smaller one. So maybe that was about babies, but it definitely didn't say anything like bun in the oven or your sex was successful. Who the f write that on a card? Or we think you're pregnant. I am certain I will remember that because that's a super big insecurity I've had for about 5 years since I started gaining weight. A medicine side effect. And my husband keeps saying, nobody thinks you look preggo. So haha, sucks to be wrong, hubby. This is a very hollow victory. I'm feeling crushed and upset that the going away gift actually wasn't. And not once did any of my coworkers actually ask if I was pregnant. I don't really want to return the money. The cash is long gone, but I could pull 1K from my bank and give it back. Girl, hell motherfucking no. No! Oh, absolutely not. First of all, everyone should be ashamed of themselves. This is another reason why I think that everyone should work retail. I feel feel like everyone should work retail for many reasons, but especially because you learn really awkward lessons. You learn very, very quickly to never comment on a woman's body because you have no idea what's going on with a woman. One, I learned that lesson when I was very young because I think maybe once I made a comment about like, oh, how far along are you? And I remember I made a comment and asked her how far along she was, and she said that she had just had her baby. And I wanted to die. I wanted to die inside. Like I was like, I can't believe that I just did that. And from that day forward, little 16-year-old Simone pledged to never ask a woman about if she was pregnant. I don't care if she's out to hear. She has to say out loud, I am expecting, I am due, before I make any assumptions. And then further from that, I have pledged to become completely body neutral. I do not comment on people's bodies because there's so much involved in commenting on like saying like, oh, you look so good. You wouldn't say that if someone gained weight. You would 9 times out of 10 say that when someone loses weight. And you have no idea why someone lost weight. Someone could be losing weight because they're depressed, because of medication side effects, because they can't eat, because they've been through recent trauma. So you congratulating them on weight loss is actually probably not the best look. And also it's insinuating that skinny equals beautiful. And I'm just not on that train anymore. So I've become completely body neutral. Your body is the vessel that carries you. It's what wakes you up. It's what keeps you going. And that's all. So for these people to see this woman with a round belly and they just go, she's pregnant. And it gives kind of like white savior vibes that the coworker is like, she's pregnant. We should give her some money because she's fat. It gives like that mean girl in the office that she like volunteers, but like she makes it very known that she volunteers, like that kind of a vibe. Like she was 100% the bitch in school, but like tries to be like the really, really sweet girl in the office that like cosplays as sweet, but is really a raging bitch. That's what this coworker gives me, building out an entire backstory and narrative for this woman. But I just don't like that, y'all. Like absolutely do not give her that cash back. Don't give any of these coworkers back. Forget that job. Everything about this entire situation is so problematic. You are beautiful. I don't give a shit how big your stomach is. I don't care if you look 76 weeks pregnant. I do not care. That is nobody's business. Your body wakes you up and carries you through your life every single day. And if you are comfortable with your body, you are keeping your body, period. This one I think is gonna piss me off. And I think it's gonna be our second to last one. She put Nair in my conditioner. So we get a few updates in the final update. So this is gonna be juicy. I, female 19, have a friend, female 20, who I share natural hair tips / products and recommendations with. And she wanted me to try this deep conditioner that she has been loving and get my opinion on it, and just gave it to me in a jar to borrow. And I was like, okay, cool. Cause I don't wanna spend money on something that I probably wasn't going to use after one time. Anyways, since I already have stuff that's worked just fine for my hair, I did my usual wash routine and I looked the product up before using it, read some pretty good reviews, but what had me a little confused were people loving the smell because mine smelled awful. Like trying to spray perfume all over rotting food. I got paranoid, I guess, but I was like, no way, right? So I put a little on my arm and at first I was like, okay, I'm being silly, but waited. And then I got a familiar tingle most people know if they've ever gotten tired of typical manual shaving. I rubbed it off and what do you know? That spot is now hairless. You was a smart one because I don't know if I would have tested it. And that's my toxic trait. I don't know if I would have tested it. You must have already had the vibe from her that something wasn't right. Because there's no way. Let me know down below if you agree with me. Because if my girl handed me something and was like, oh, you got to try this. Even if it stank, I'll be like, nah, whatever. So now I'm not sure if it was Nair exactly because it was mixed with conditioner, but it was definitely some hair removal cream regardless. A little something about deep conditioner mask. You typically leave it on for 30 minutes. And I'm sure I would have noticed if my scalp started tingling, but screw being bald, I could have gotten chemically burned. I almost didn't want to blame her exactly, but she literally used it before offering it to me. She texted me, asked me when I was planning on using it, since I didn't tell her I was doing my wash day, and I don't even know how to confront her. Small edit, the worst part about this is my birthday is literally in 2 days, and she was probably counting on me using it before then. I am really starting to be convinced that there is nothing more dangerous in this world than a frenemy. Like literal wolves in sheep's clothing. Like that is disgusting. When she put that on her arm, she knew that something was up with that girl. So let's go to the update. I went ahead and pretended like I had no clue. I told her that I was trying it today with my mom and she said, oh, okay. Then I said, my mom thinks it smells weird. Is it supposed to smell like that? I don't think my mom wants to use it. And she was like, oh, it smelled fine to me. Well, are you going to still try it? I didn't respond for a while. And then I tell her my mom and I did a patch test on our arms and it burned us. Just for her reaction, We were fine. I tell her my mother is pissed and I started to ask her where she got it from. Did someone else do something to it? Where did you get this from? My mom wants to file a complaint and she blocked me. Like straight up on socials too. Police are involved though. I don't really want to press charges, but basically just scare her. But my mom is handling that for the most part because she used to be a police officer. I gave them the jars, text, and a written statement. I do plan on emailing her school with concern for her roommates. Yeah, plus I think the police will start to speak to her, so she will probably be getting a visit anyway. I also blocked her in return. I'm definitely not sure what the motive was behind this, and the police asked me as well, and I told them I had no idea because I never had any issues with her. I made a group chat with all of our mutual friends, which is just like 45 people, to let them know. They also had no clue why she had done it. She hadn't even said anything to them about me, so they were all in the dark. One of the girlfriends went to text her and got blocked. And all she said was, hey, is everything okay? I saw a lot of people theorizing that I did something to her, like sleep with her crush or piss her off or something, and I didn't. That never even occurred to me. Y'all are weird. It's giving real victim blamey vibes. But we've literally never given each other something to argue about or anything because we're just casual friends. We have completely different circles. I don't even go to her college. Okay, we get a last update. Last update. This is a long one. Oh no, it says, sorry, this post was deleted by the person who originally posted it. But some of the comments are, it actually sounds like she might have some form of psychosis, like hitting a police officer. Hitting a police officer? I don't think she just chose to do this all of a sudden. But then again, I don't know her. The next comment, imagine trying to save your friend from something as serious as an assault charge, only for them to do the exact same thing to an actual police officer. Clearly, college hasn't encourage any brain cell growth. Karma will really come for her though. Oh wow. Oh, this is deep, y'all. Oh, this is real deep. I think that that's assault. That's a violation. That's absolutely sick and psychotic for someone to try to take your hair off your head. And honestly, before that person said psychosis, I was literally thinking like, other people be like, oh, she's just mad, she's just jealous. This gives mental illness. For you to do something like that, like smile to my face, and then like 2 days before my birthday, you're like, I'm just gonna like put Nair in her hair products and like take all her hair off. That's not a hater. Screws are loose. She's not okay. And I'm just really happy that she had the wherewithal to like know that something was up and that she still has all her hair and that she got to look beautiful on her birthday. And according to this post, I think that she's a Pisces. And you know what? That's just like a Pisces, to be too damn trusting, to have all these damn friends around you and then the bitch try to burn your hair off. And you're like, and then it sounds like she was trying to save her from an assault charge still. Damn us Pisces. It's always trying to see the good in some damn body. Let me know your thoughts about this one down below because this one was really messed up. I don't actually have much to add to this. Like, dang. And we worked so hard on our hair. Like natural girls, we worked so hard on our hair. Ooh, this is real deep. We're back and we have a friend with us. My friend Taylor's here. I told y'all that the girls were coming and the girls came. And I'm still filming. So my friend is in the background. I'm just gonna sit next to you. You wanna sit next to me? Yeah, okay. All right. I'm sweating, yeah. So.
I would, bitch, I literally went like this and went, I'm literally hot, and you said I'm sweating.
I'm sweating. Okay, this one, I already know this story, and I'm very excited for you.
Are we rolling the whole time?
We're rolling this entire time. Audio should still be rolling, too. I don't have bloopers. I'm good for a blooper. Okay, here we go. I had to use the Wayback Machine to find this, and I'm very excited for you to hear this one. I can't remember what subreddit. Oh, it's from Am I the Asshole? I need opinions from Ave Geeks, meaning aviation. From Ave Geeks and pilots on a matter involving my wife. I am completely serious and I need help. My wife and I, together for 5 years, married for 2, no kids, have an amazing, happy relationship. I'm sorry, I'm already laughing. Sorry. I can't recall a single time we've ever argued to the point of breaking up or divorce. This issue, however, is causing me to reconsider the health of our relationship. Since my wife and I have been together, I have worked as a manager at a restaurant chain. I am an extremely passionate aviation enthusiast in my free time. I've spent thousands of dollars on flight textbooks, simulation gear, and even built my own A330 setup. I have never actually flown a plane. Okay. I have never actually flown a plane or started flight training, but I have considered it for a long time. Even though my skills are not a career, I still consider myself as adept or possibly more knowledgeable than the average pilot. Like the one that just flew you here.
Right, so he could have did it. Got it.
That being said, here's where the problem arises. My wife and I were invited to one of her male coworkers' house for a barbecue. My wife is a senior software tech for a COVID startup. She's been working there since 2020 and a lucky catch after she was laid off from her previous job due to the virus. It's giving shade. It's giving misogyny. But
I was literally
it's giving misogyny.
It's giving a typical man answer.
Especially, and I don't like to talk about people's careers, but the fact that he said he's a restaurant chain manager and he just downplayed.
I didn't hear that part.
I have worked as a manager for a restaurant chain, and you just tried to downplay your wife working as a senior software tech. And what the hell is a senior? Do you even know her title?
I thought you were gonna say engineer, like software tech.
Do you even know her title?
I mean, senior.
Senior something in tech.
Senior sounds, she's important.
It was my first time meeting many of her now close coworkers due to COVID and working from home. I had assumed she talked about me before, but as we were cycling through introductions, I became less sure. We make our way down the line to the host of the party, a new male hire that she has grown platonically close with. We exchange social conversations, and Greg, the host, asks what I do for a living. My wife chimes in with, he manages a insert fast food chain. It certainly comes with some benefits.
She said that?
I'm assuming she's referring to the free food. Now that wasn't right. No, that wasn't right. She shouldn't have done that. You gotta stand like a man. That ain't right. You gotta stand 10 toes. You can't do that. In a voice that implied nothing was wrong with what she said. I very quickly corrected her and told them that I am a pilot.
I'm sorry. You did not say
I am a pilot. Hold on. I need you to hold it. My wife already knows how insecure I am about my job and how much I'd rather be introduced by my hobby. I've earned the top.
Shut up. It's too far.
There are tears in my eyes. Sorry. I have earned the title of pilot through my 500 plus hours on sim and thousands of dollars input into my craft. I think that it is incredibly disrespectful of her not to acknowledge my skills and training. Just because I don't have the title of pilot on an overpriced piece of paper does not mean I am not a pilot. I laughed it off with Greg, told him underneath my breath that my wife is often forgetful, which I'm sure he realizes from working with her. He seemed to brush it off casually. At this point, I'm fuming, but I don't go much further than exchanging some nasty glances at my wife for the rest of the night. As we packed into the car to leave, the argument starts. She feels as though I don't deserve my title as a pilot because I am not a professional. I told her she is completely insensitive to the work that I've done, and she will never understand what it's like to study so much. She's currently on the couch as I type this. Am I really the asshole for asking to be respected? Child, this is like
so many
delusion.
Hold on. First of all, can we start with can we go back?
Sure.
Go back to the beginning of them not even cohesively sticking together. You got
that's right. As a couple, you stick together.
You got her over here saying restaurant chain. You got him over here saying my wife is
y'all look a mess as a unit.
y'all look a mess
as a unit. That's not right.
Like, y'all over here arguing, competing for Greg.
I want to talk about the fact that he's basically saying that if you spend enough time on something, it makes you a professional.
Can I be a doctor then? Cause hell.
Cause Google.
Cause I could use the salary.
It was something. Someone commented and was like, well, if spending a lot of time at something makes someone a professional, then it was like talking about porn. Like the amount of time that people spend watching porn would make them producers or make them porn stars, the #1 porn star in the world with the amount of porn that they watch. Cause this was like
it actually sounded like
to me.
Fake. Like you're dead ass.
So here's the thing. Here's what I will say. This might be one that is fake.
But I mean, that was a lot of detail.
It was a lot of detail and why. Okay, so it got removed because I'm on the Wayback Machine to read this. It got deleted like from the original post because it violated like terms, meaning like they lied. Like one of the terms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way.
But apparently this same poster like posts on a lot of like subreddits about like being a pilot, being like, hi guys, I'm a pilot too. What's it like to be a pilot like me? And I love being a pilot.
Lifetime. That's like that. What was that bruh that literally said he was a doctor and got arrested?
Oh, you're talking about Catch Me If You Can guy? Leonardo DiCaprio?
No,
when he played Catch Me If You Can?
No, that was separate. This was the black guy. I don't know.
Black?
Y'all might know.
No, it was giving Catch Me If You Can for sure. I mean, well, yeah, but this was psychosis. And you know what? She's tired of his shit too.
She is.
Because she shouldn't have played my man.
Because she was so quick to say.
He manages a restaurant. It has some perks. Like, that wasn't right.
No, but it's like, sir, my wife is very forgetful. Your wife forgot you were a pilot? That's what took me.
And it gives very much like back in like the 50s when they're like, you know, these women, they're just crazy.
How quickly my wife forgets. You
Hysteria.
probably know that, Greg.
This was the last story of the day.
This was all around a mess.
This was a mess. This was my favorite Reddit story I've heard in a very long time. I hope that y'all got this was my, because this is peak psychosis.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it. All right. Let me know what you think down below.
Please.
Okay, and that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Shout out to my friend Taylor also for joining me for that last Reddit story. This was a key. I really enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on all of the stories down below. If you had any thoughts the same as me, different than me, anything else to add to the conversation, a perspective that I don't have, I would love to read it down in the comment section. And with all that being said, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to keep positivity in your life because positivity breeds positivity and we have no time for negativity in 2023. These fucking bitches don't know I'm still recording. Bye guys.